Today we're going to be checking out STL Amphub. Now this guitar amp sim suite has 36 amps, 18 pedals, and 22 cabs. I just took a look at the website to see how much stuff they have. That is an absurd amount of gear you're getting in one suite. I recently picked up this subscription because, as you can tell on my channel, I'll leave a link to it here or here. I did a review of the 6505 Plus that they added, a very, very good model. But I wanted to take a look at the suite as a whole. So as part of the guitar amp sim temper thing that I'm doing now, let's check out everything that they have on offer. Alright, so just pulled up the plugin here. Everything's set to default. The guitar I'm using is a Solar Vinter 6-string with Fishman Fluence Moderns in the position. I got it set to the second position, a little bit less hot. It's the sort of sound that I like. Let's take a listen to how everything sounds stock standard as is. Not a bad sound straight out of the box. All right, so let's take a look at the plugin from top to bottom. The input gain thing there, definitely go in there and do it. I would click on it, but I like the input gain where it's sitting now. But you just click on it there, strum some chords, it'll get you sitting right for the amp sim. Now you've got your gate there, typical gate, you got a tuner, we've got your stomp boxes, you have your amplifier list, your cabinet section with a whole bunch of different cabs. Then you have your effects here, which you can add in all your effects, or your post-amp, post-cab sort of effects there. Has MIDI functionality. If you want to hook up like a MIDI expression pedal, you can do that sort of thing there. Then finally you have your output trim there. You have tons and tons of different presets. Some of these are mine, so just ignore some of those. But Rick Schneider from Polaris, STL Tones have their own presets. Heaps and heaps of stuff there. So let's check out all the different amp models that they have there. I might actually just pull up the STL website, chuck that on screen there. It's going to be a little bit easier because they use the funny names here, but they have the real names on the website. Obviously, we know why they can't use the real names in their site here because they're not officially licensed, but you can probably pick it out. And a cool little Easter egg that somebody told me is you can actually just type in PV up the top there or Marshall, and you can get those. So that's a cool little Easter egg there. So let's take a look. Mesa. There's something about the dual rectifier on this one that I've been using. All right, even though we read out the stomp boxes, this is the sort of interface that you got here. So it's the same sort of thing. You can just type in bad monkey or bad for bad monkey. You can just type in those shorthand codes. So Marshall, you got a few different options there. Ibanez, you got that T9 going on there. I'm not going to go into it, but very, very full featured cab section. So you can load your own IRs into this and use it as for your own stuff, or you can use whatever's going on here. Heaps and heaps of amps, fully featured cab side of things. Crazy. You can move all the different positions around, blending, everything you could possibly want in a cab section, it's here. Now, I'm not the sort of like biggest user of post amp effects like reverb, delays. I just want the basic meat and potatoes. As long as it does the basic delay, the basic reverb, I'm happy. But if we take a look at all the stuff here, there is just so many under the sun, different kind of reverbs, choruses, blah, blah, blah. It's all here, more than you could possibly ever want. If taking a deeper look into this stuff is something that you might want to see, I'm more than happy to do some of those videos, but I'll just easily turn these things into 30-minute sagas, so I'm just glossing over the fact. Hopefully you can just take a look at this and sort of get a gist for what's in there. There is a ton. Check out the STL website if you want to see a list of all those models. The mixed tone that we're going to run through, I use the Mesa for pretty much everything except for the clean tone, but let's hear how everything sounds just out of the box with this Mesa. We're not even on the right channel. I'm going to go channel 2, flick it over to modern. Oh, I've just gain compensated that. I had to turn the master down because it was way too loud. That is such a sick sound. I should have gone straight to channel 2 on that. Now, obviously, I just can't try everything. I could do like 10 videos just on STL Amphub Sims and just to do them justice, but let's pull up the Cobra. I'll keep the same cabinet. Stomp box, we'll just use the Bad Monkey. Let's hear how everything's sounding. It's that dirty clean channel. We're gonna get it onto the correct channel. Anyway, me dialing in a tone is not the best viewing, so this is what I landed on. You know, once again, in my former years, I would really like obsess about trying to get that final tone at this stage, but honestly, just get something that sounds good. You're gonna have to come back and revisit these things, and what I really like about Amphub is like pretty much every time I pull something up, just the most minor of tweaking, just like a minute or so, get it into a really good spot, hit the ground running, get your recordings done. That's what this stuff is all about. I was just thinking to myself, what's an amp that they don't have in there? And I was like, I don't remember seeing any oranges, and I searched for it, bang, got the rock verb in there. Let's just check out some punk riffage with the rock verb. I've got the T9 on, or was it the Bad Monkey? The Ibanez. Let's check out how this sounds. So usable, and once again, if I was just recording that DI, could go in there, make the all little tweaks to make it sound perfect in the mix. So we have it. That's a quick look at the STL Amphub suite. I say quick look because you could do like 10 different videos on all the different combos of things they have there. And that's honestly, for me, just one of the mental selling points of like, hey, this suite has like heaps of breadth in there. So if I use this thing and I need to do some like crazy clean thing, it's there. A fuzz thing, it's there. Heavy's there. this sort of genres there. They have these sort of pedals, these sort of post effects, all these different cabs. There's just so much that you can get out of that one suite. So like I said, price wise, $10 a month, you can get it cheaper. They do discounts all the time, birthday sales, Black Friday sales, so stick around for that. But even at $10 a month, when you look at some of these other sims, I don't want to go naming names, but like $119 to buy a sim outright, that's a whole year's access to all that you get in Amphub. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide whether you want it. Some people find a lot of value in buying one sim and having that offline forever. Other people don't mind having a few subscriptions here and there because they keep doing things. Oh, that's another thing to mention with STL, is they're very, in fact, too extremely diligent about chucking updates every single month. They're chucking a new amp, pedal, whatever. During the Bad Monkey craze, they chuck the Bad Monkey in there just for a little bit of nice press. But honestly, one of the coolest things about having a subscription to Control Hub and Amphub is they just keep adding things to it. So you get these little gifts every month. It's something new to check out. So look, I'll chuck some scores down. I got my whole scoring criteria as part of this amp Simtember thing that I'm doing, so I'll chuck those scores up there. But I very much like this suite, and if subscriptions are the thing for you, this is definitely one to be checking out. I definitely think value-wise, this is really good. So there we go. If you have Amphub or you think about getting Amphub, have any questions, comments, all that sort of stuff, what do you like about it, what do you don't like about it, chuck it in the comments below. Don't forget to smash that like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Stay tuned. Many more videos to be coming out in September 2023. Also, don't forget to join my Discord. I'll leave links to that below if you want to talk about mixing, you know, guitar riffs, all that sort of stuff, gear. We talk about it all there. Really cool place to hang out. And as always, if you stuck around to the end of the video, you're an absolute legend. I'll leave links here to some of the other videos going on in September. Check them out. Too many amp reviews to do. Thanks for sticking around, and I'll catch you on the next one.